Good afternoon, gentlemen and very few ladies. We have my Fairmont in here. So what Thomas and I did is a little bit of a DIY inboard coilover on the 8.8 that I swapped to finally with appropriate gearing and actually set my pinion angle, but you might notice there are no brakes. So the rear brakes hardly worked at all as is, and they were basically internally collapsed to nearly nothing, which is why it felt like I didn't have a lot of my braking, because I sure didn't. Anywho, we are going to do an entire brake system replacement on this guy. I have baby diapers, which are, my goodness, I don't even remember. They're strange aerospace, one of those, but my friend yanked them out of a car he was working on that was upgrading to 5-lug. So these are 4-lug, 4-piston guys. Well, you know, we'll open it up and take a look at it, I guess. So the fronts will be nice 4-piston swap out from the stock ones, and I also have one of those their master kits. And then I called up my boy Josh Luck, or how should I say, messaged him on Messenger and the Gram. So these are all my custom lines that I had sized. Here's my billet firewall adapter. Here's my brake pedal, my new brake pedal throw push rod, I guess you want to say. And I got real fancy and I got a billet brake reservoir for that guy. So, master, front, rear brakes, and lines are all getting swapped. I will actually have brakes and a rear end that I can put some power through and not be sketch. Hopefully, right? That's the idea. Also, the front brakes in the box of Huggies. It is a box of Huggies. I said that as a joke. I'm thankful that it lined up. Look how short these stock studs are. It is ridiculous. There's barely any thread engagement. The previous owners did cut them down for some reason. Who knows why? I think it was to fit the adapters and whatnot. So, to further elaborate, I put a Detroit True Track with 31 spline Yukon axles in here, and a 273 rear gear, which I have to keep prefacing and explaining the ratios of the 6-speed versus the horsepower versus fourth being a 1.15, not an actual 1.0, etc. So these are new hardened, lengthened studs that fit behind the cap. So I measured, and I am pleased to say that these fit behind the cap. So also I did hot rod style coilovers for fun instead of doing some other ones. Why the light is bad. So these are easily swappable and you can change the weights and everything else, and I just thought it'd be cool to do something a little different, which it is. We'll get some better light once I start tearing it apart. Another very interesting thing was the brake rotors I bought would not fit over these stubs. So Tom and I had to do a little bit of Idaho lathe, and I'll throw a video clip of that in here. I spun the differential on a bench with a drill, and he ran a belt sander over the edge of this until the brakes fit nice. The parts in these boxes, and I put them on here, but not before I put the wrong side on. The Ford's supposed to go up, and I was staring at the bleeder when I was tightening everything, and I'm like, it's at the bottom, dummy. So I got my wrong part, wrong way, flip around the second time, done. I got my brake pads in there, everything looks happy. Time to rinse and repeat on these. Are both installed, and a slight miscalculation here. Well, not a miscalculation. I bought what I thought was the 3AN adapter for this, and both don't fit. So that's me being a dummy. Or, you know, part numbers and stuff being wrong. So here is the stock Fairmont brakes, and nice little piston there, and the upright and everything else. And here are, this is aerospace brakes kit, aerospace components. So I think these are aerospace rotors, or it's a whole strange hub, I'm not sure. But either way, the whole spindle is going to get swapped out. So take a gander. Ladies and gents, we had an unfortunate setback with these brakes. I got them from my friend, as he understood they were bolt-on, but this is a strange hub. This is someone's rotor, and these are aerospace calipers, and they are all very unhappy together, unfortunately. So I'm just going to rebuild these because they are stock V8 and everything else, and a decent master cylinder and lines, and also rear brakes that actually work should make it very good. I had all my other Fairmonts, most of them have been completely stock, and I just do a 93. This is my first Fairmont with a manual brakes. The other ones had a booster, and I would do a 93 Cobra, I think it is, master, and it worked amazing with the rear disc and the front stocks. So we're gonna see if it stops good, pretty good, which I think it very much will. We're gonna leave them a go, and I'm just gonna drive it. I just want to drive it, and you know, I'm ruining it myself here. I'm ruining my own experience. So gonna start cutting out the lines. Gonna start putting the master cylinder conversion stuff on. Gonna have to drill the stock brake pedal. We'll get all this done, and then I should get my conversion. So I'm converting this to 3AN. The rest of the system, I'm waiting for banjo fittings for back there. All of my finishing lines are 3AN. There's the master I'm gonna put in. I think that's it. All of that's gonna happen. Maybe we'll have brakes on the weekend? Maybe? Right. I am trying to film with a handheld because my lights blow the camera out really bad. But I'm running my finishing lines brake line, which you can see this little guy. And I routed it for now. It comes out, and I put it on the upper shock bar. And then I brought it down, and I attached it, I affixed it to, this is a stock mount actually for some of the brake stuff, and I zippied it down, and then it runs over, excuse me, it runs over top here, and I zippied it there for now, and then it runs to the caliper. And then the other side is similar. So that one's just loose because I want to connect it to the caliper before I go ham on it. But yeah, everything will be fixed nice and have room to move. I'm waiting for some stuff for the front. Hey, you guys buy the 1,000 packs or what? At the end of all this, I got my nice bump steer stuff installed. I don't remember if I ended up saying I had difficulties with a mismatch of parts for the other brakes, so stock brakes are going right back on. I have AN adapters for the other things. Stock pads are going in. I guess I'll start the video when the booster and stuff is coming out. But I wanted to give this little update of the brake lines and whatnot going in. I'll go through my footage and see what I got. Doing a quick record here again. I honestly have to watch these videos to see where I am at. I have the worst luck with this. Also, it's me just being an idiot. So, I bought all GT brakes. These are all V8 GT brakes because I'm like, well, if we're doing the whole back end and we're doing the whole front end and all of the other aerospace strange stuff that my friend accidentally put together, he had no idea. None of that works. It's all aftermarket. I was like, well, let's go V8, all regular stock stuff so I can just get regular stock things. I went to put on the V8 caliper and it doesn't fit this at all because stupid me didn't realize or think that these are 4-cylinder spindles. And luckily a guy on Sloppy had V8 spindles and was able to shoot them to me for a very reasonable price of just shipping. I paid him more than that because I really appreciate it. He even hammer painted them and everything. Amazing. They look they're better than brand new. Anywho, you can see that these are obviously a bigger spacing to accept the bigger caliper. And the other idiot thing I did was the bearings are all different sizes. The bearings, the inner bearing and the outer bearing, I wish this would focus. The more you spend on a camera, the worse it focuses. Heads up. The bearings are all different sizes, but at this point I might as well do the bearings because everything else will be new. All of the steering stuff will be new except for the rack, which doesn't have a problem right now. The A-arms are new. The coilover is almost new. The shock is a little bit older, but we'll not go there yet. These are very, very close to new. The brakes will be all new. Wheel bearings will be new. Rotors. So I bought the rotors and then realized quickly that they don't have any bearings. So luckily, it wasn't the easiest thing to sort out, but I was able to sort out AutoZone bearings. They already have the races in it, which I was glad to see. So I got that one and the front one fit and a seal. I will be able to finally put on the rotor with studs and the caliper and be able to look at all this stuff that's just brakes. Unbelievable. What an idiot. You know, this is 90% my doing right here. This is no one's fault. This is 90% me. Anyway, the whole front end will be done. I can remove my master cylinder and put in the cool guy one and hopefully move on and have some brakes. The amount of time and money wasted and mistakes made on the front brakes is incredible. That's all I gotta say. But we're done. We're done. Well, with this on both sides. I still have to do the master cylinder swap and finish the front brake lines. The back ones are pretty much there. Hopefully very soon I have brakes. Brakes are my enemy.